Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
Turn it up.
What you're about to hear may cause your speakers to explode.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the feed.
Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and we are live. I want to welcome the Wax back for another episode in no skips, all killer and no filler. So we're picking well, actually, this is how it works, kids. Rob has 2 tracks, I have 2 tracks. We're going to combine tonight, though. But anyway, we want to hear from you. We're going to talk about albums that are all killer and no filler. Let's do it.
Piling on the power chords and pure pandemonium. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
I'm an idiot. We're not picking tracks. We're picking albums.
Yeah, what a stupid comment that was.
God,
Why are we
was
so
stupid.
tiny? Are we
Huh?
tiny? Why are we so
wait a
tiny
minute.
and there's so many
Hold
there's so
on.
much negative space?
Let me fix it. Because we're cool.
Okay. Well, I'm always cool. Cool.
There you
cool
go.
as a cucumber. That looks better.
Anyway, so what we do here, kids, if you're new to this program, I'm really all worked up after the day's been really great. So I'm all worked up like a schoolgirl. So what we do is Rob picks 2 albums, I pick 2 albums. And one of his records that he picked, I had to jump on because I'm already down for that. So then we pick records and we just talk. It's really just an excuse to shoot the shit. 2 records that are no skip albums for us. So,
But we'll do 3 today.
we're doing 4. I've got another pick.
Well, 2 each. And then
Yeah,
another.
we're fine. Well, right. So anyway, let's see. Who is here? Michael's here. Michael, where were you? I missed you on the hometown album thing. Thanks, Donnie. Yes, please like and subscribe. Steven, nice to see ya. Al's here. My day is complete since Al is here.
Okay.
Jay's here. Ken White's back. Good evening, Warehouse. Hello, Grant, Rob, Pop, Steven, Kevin. Yes, everybody. What else? I'm confused right now. So
Well,
it's okay.
That's Paul, and he's always confused.
Oh, well, that's fine. Then we're all right. Anyway, so that's how we do this show. If you have not subscribed to the Warehouse, please do. If you have not subscribed to Rob's channel, please do. Rob's link is down below.
Yes.
Hometown album. When was that? That was at 7 o'clock. I just put that show together today. I'm giddy. I'm overzealous. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Rob. Rob, what is your first pick or whatever? Is there anything you want to discuss before we get going?
How's life been treating you, Grant?
Life is good.
Do you have any one of your cruise trips coming up?
Yes, I do. I'm going on the Little Stevens Underground Garage tour in April.
Is that out of Florida or?
It's out of Florida. Yeah, it's out of Fort. I think it's a Fort. I think it leaves out. No, it's not Miami. Leaves out of Port Canaveral.
I've never been on a cruise.
I like
But
it.
my feeling is when you watch social media and you see those outbursts that happen on cruise ships,
Yeah.
I fear that I might be at the center of one of those things.
No, this is
That
how
was
I
the last
think.
piece of sliced beef.
This is what I like about the cruise. You get all these bands together that you would never get to see in the wild, and you get to see them in a matter of a week. I think the Underground Garage tour cruise is like a 4-day. They jam all these bands in. And the beautiful thing is that, yeah, I get to see all these bands that I would never, ever get to see all in a week's span of time. And it's all good as far as I'm concerned, you know?
Can I do my impression of me being on one of those cruises?
Please do it.
Kip Winger. I was
Well,
sick.
Kip's not going to be on this cruise.
Okay. That was just my impression of one of the groups.
If anybody listens to like Sirius XM and the Little Steven channel, that's that kind of stuff. I love that underground garage stuff, so it's all good. Ronald, how are you? Nice to see you.
Oh, okay. Can I redo my thing?
Yeah, please do.
Gary U.S. Bonds.
Well, Gary U.S. Bonds is not on this cruise either, but the
But he has a
Big
connection.
Star Quartet or Quintet is on there, which has members of REM in it. There's a bunch of people.
I've seen them. They do here in LA. They do. I forget the name of the group, but they do fundraisers.
Okay.
And I've seen the Big Star show they did.
Michael, the show that I did before this at 7 was Hometown Album, QFM 96 Hometown Album from 1979. We're not talking modern day. We're talking about vinyl, hometown album projects by different radio stations back in the day that would feature bands that God knows they've disappeared. You may never hear about. Yeah.
I remember those. I see some occasionally here. I think there were like 2 stations who put those out here in LA.
Yeah, Columbus, they put out QFM put out I think they might have did 8 projects, but Cincinnati did them. Cleveland, WMMS, which was a big station, did them. I don't know, but I figured no one's covering that stuff, and it's fun for me, you know.
I think I vaguely remember in DC Q107 might have done one, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or DC 101 or WHFS.
Yeah, we're going to get through all of them here in the warehouse.
Okay.
Probably going to cost me an arm and a leg, but...
No, why don't you get people to send you records that they find?
I need people to send me records.
If I find them, I will now grab some for you. Or I'll text you. Is this what you're looking for?
Anything of those hometown album type of things.
I saw like a metal one recently. I forget. I saw a Detroit one.
But I want the stuff of local bands. I don't want them just like a comp that maybe a radio station put together that's got Gary U.S. Bonds and, you know, Sonny and Cher and shit like that, but like local bands.
Okay. The one I'll save the one that we will both talk about.
Okay.
So we'll start.
What do you want to start with? Just go ahead and then I'll bring the ground. Okay.
Let's start with the Weezer, the Blue album.
Yeah.
Their first album, right? This is not a dud on this sucker.
No.
In fact, I think I vaguely remember the sweater song in the video kind of thrusting them into the mainstream, or at least on MTV.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of things Buddy Holly was one of those tracks that got a lot of airplay.
Yeah, but the sweater song came first, and I think a lot of people connected with that. And then, well, actually, it's not the sweater. It's nicknamed the sweater song, right? Or it's Undone, the sweater song. But it starts off with a banger. My name is Jonas. Now, how are these guys classified? Were they thrown in?
They were considered alternative. Alternative.
They weren't thrown in with emo or something, were they?
No, that's emo was later than that.
This is not. What is this? 90 what?
When did emo? Because my kid was into emo, and he liked Weezer too, but he was not even born yet when this came out. So I think emo was later.
94.
Michael's going way before emo.
Okay. What I want to say, they were not classified as like power pop, and they definitely came out around the grunge period, right? And they're not grunge.
No.
So alt rock, because
alt rock.
Well, because there were heavy. What do you call it? Heavy. Their guitars were, what do you call it?
Distorted?
Yeah, distorted guitar.
Right.
So what is that?
But then again, they had that pop sense,
But
they
their
weren't
pop,
punk.
their pop sense was they had harmonies and they had catchy choruses.
Mhm.
But My Name is Jonas, I think maybe some of these songs, My Name is Jonas is, I wouldn't call it, it's more of a rockin' song, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Weezer's kind of like in its own category,
You know what
because
my
we put
favorite,
them in alternative, but they're not. I wouldn't put them as hard rock. I wouldn't put them as pop.
well, okay,
I-
Ken, you say weenie rock. What is weenie rock?
What,
Or is it
Ken,
just
what's
you,
weenie rock?
yeah, is it just you making up a name to call them?
No, I think that's real. I think that's
Nerd,
real.
I think Grasshopper's right. Nerd rock.
Nerd
Nerd.
rock.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, they have a
look at the
song.
band.
I mean, in the garage, the lyrics are all nerd lyrics. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And they're listening to Kiss.
Yeah. You know, one of the best things, not to step away, one of the best
No,
things
go ahead.
Weezer ever did, I forget the exact reason they did this. Was it 20 years ago? They dropped all their songs for free on the internet. Do you remember this?
No, I
Even
do
their
not.
demos. Weezer dropped everything for free on the internet, even their demos of the songs. And I downloaded all of it because they free. And it was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so they did this, and their second album was Pinkerton, that people kind of said, whoa.
That's
not what I.
well, that
And it
I
took
love
years for people.
Pinkerton.
Well, it took years for people to embrace that album, right?
Well, I got a lot of mixed reviews when it came out.
Because
I
it was
think
way different. It was different.
It was different, but still, it was kind of like this record, but it was
More dark.
How would I describe it?
It was
darker. Correct.
Hey, can I tell you? I like the factoids that pop into my head because
Go
I
on.
don't really prepare. So
I don't prepare.
So it's really Rivers Cuomo's doing everything he has, but the band's good. And that Matt Sharp guy on here, he left after Pinkerton, right, to start the Rentals, and that guy was a weirdo. But my favorite story is that Rivers Cuomo suffered from that ailment where one of his legs was shorter than the other. Do you know this story?
I didn't know this.
You didn't know this? So when he
No.
made a shitload of money, he had an operation to make his leg the same length.
Well, I would too.
He also went to Harvard. But in between going to Harvard and I think after Pinkerton, he had the operation to make his leg the same length.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone with me on this factoid?
I do know that when he went to Harvard, though, he put Weezer on hiatus. Because this came out, Pinkerton came out, and then he went on hiatus, and then went to study, become a student, and then got his leg fixed, and then we started Weezer back up. Mm-hmm. What was the record after Pinkerton? Was it the Green Album?
What's the one with the dog on the cover?
Shoot.
I think they had that song, Something in the Sun, right? That's what brought them back. Island in the Sun.
That's on the Green Album. That was produced by Rick Ocasek, just like this record.
The Green Album is when they came back. And then,
all right, I was right. The Green Album.
They put out like 45 albums since then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 2 a year. Did you like the Van Weezer album?
I have Van Weezer, and I also have the record, the Aqua cover where they were doing covers.
Yeah.
I like that. But Van Weezer's fine, yeah. I don't have all of them.
So, I don't know if anyone saw that
Ratitude. That's the one with the dog. Ratitude is the one with the dog.
I don't know if anyone saw the third Bill and Ted movie that they did about 5 years ago.
I did not, no.
It's good. It's a good movie. One of the best parts of it is Weezer wrote kind of the song for the film. And it's a good song. I implored people to, if you haven't listened to that song, That song is
Hey,
awesome.
River can write tunes. I don't have no problem with his. I think that the Blue album is you have all your years of your life to make that first album.
Right, and they
Well,
didn't.
this is another. Yeah.
I mean, Holiday. That's that song in the garage. They all say it isn't so. That might be the best song on the album. Say
Yeah,
it is
Archivist, you're right. That is the fourth record.
this album, no bad ones on it. Do we have anyone
No.
try and poo-poo that this isn't a non-skip album?
Yeah,
Except the
everybody in the chat,
Indie
wait,
rock.
if you know this record, is this a no skip album? I 100% agree. There's not a bad track on it. I could still listen to this record, and it doesn't. The thing is with this is that the production on here does not date it. It sounds like this record could have came out yesterday. It could have came out.
Rick
It's not
Ocasek
dated.
produced this. Rick Ocasek produced this.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gabby's agreeing. Blue album is a no skip album. 100%.
Yes.
Yep.
And look at that rehearsal space.
Yeah, I always chuckle. They have those big. He plays through that big Marshall cabinet that's got like 10-inch speaker. I think those have 10-inch speakers. I can't remember, but it's a huge cabinet to lug around. Jesus. Oh wait, here we go. Splash is going. I find this album incredibly overrated to my ears. I love Buddy Holly, but I think they got far better post Pinkerton. All right.
I mean, all right. If I brought in this album and then an album they did 6 years ago, I don't know if you would see much difference. They purposely went different with Pinkerton.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I think that's my number 2 favorite record from them.
I'm kind of
Pinkerton.
dismayed on how we found out how much of a bastard Rick Ocasek was post his death.
What are you talking about? The way he treated Paulina? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that.
Well, she wanted a divorce. And then, well, it never got carried through. And since she wanted to divorce him, I guess he was like, well, screw you. I'll just take you out of the.
Well, but I thought a
Inheritance.
lot of the Cars members were talking bad shit about him too.
Oh,
The living
well,
room.
Maybe.
Yes.
Love the Ace Frehley poster in that Weezer practice space. 100%. Where's oh yeah, it's got an Ace Frehley poster.
Well,
that's Quiet Riot.
He's in the lyrics. Ace Frehley's in the lyrics of the song. And I guess there's Judas Priest, right?
That's Judas Priest.
Yeah.
Now it's funny they have all these pictures like that, but this sounds nothing like that material. So.
Listen,
yes, I agree. Yeah.
It seems to me that it was Rick's band and whatever. So
Greg's saying my picks, he likes Us by Stories is a no skip record and any Carly Simon album.
okay, I think you're on the wrong stream right now.
He might be, but that's okay. Rivers Cuomo obsessed with Eddie Van Halen. Yes. Well, that's why they did that Van Halen
Yeah,
album.
but he tries to, but he's a solid guitar player, so you have to.
He would. Before Weezer, is he a sellout? Because before Weezer, he was in a metal band. He played metal.
Okay,
and then
I'm not a big fan of the sellout thing. They're a band that's had a 30-year career and they're still relevant.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's selling out. They keep
no,
doing
but what I'm
doing.
saying, if you were looking at the bands in that era when he was in a metal band, Nirvana came and changed everything. And then he went, well, I guess I'm going to have to do this instead. I'm just saying. Should he kept playing metal or should he went to Weezer?
I don't know how you're metal and then all these songs pour out of you, and you're a sellout. Just seems like that dude was born to be a songwriter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not a musician, I'm not a songwriter, but it's hard. I know it's hard because I'm a fan of bands and very disappointed when a band's album doesn't live up to what I expect. Other than them trying something different with Pinkerton, they put out solid albums. So
I agree. But I kind of look at Hash Pipe as kind of like, I don't know. See, this record, Pinkerton, I don't see that he's trying. When I listen to Hash Pipe, it's saying we're trying too hard. I think it's a good song, but that record doesn't come across as, it just seems like they're trying hard to get a hit. Even though I don't really find it all that commercial. But Hash Pipe was something. It got a lot of airplay, a lot of video. It's like, hey, here we're going to do, yes.
But that's up to the record company to do all that work.
Yeah, I know.
How many technically did Weezer have a lot of hit songs?
Everything was off of this album as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, but as far
and
as
Hash Pipe.
Buddy Holly, I think, was a top 40 song, I think. All right.
Well, yeah, I think too. Every band. Yeah. Oh, all right.
Your
all right.
turn.
Well, all right. My turn. God, I've been yapping. Why don't we cover, let's see. Well, all right. Yeah, but my pick kind of covers what we're going to pick last, but we can
we can move.
All right.
Look, there are no rules. Move to what you want to do.
No, it's all right. We'll go with what my pick is. I'm going to go with, we haven't talked Matthew Sweet on this channel for a while, and we're going to talk a lot of Matthew Sweet tonight. If you are not familiar with the Warehouse, when I first started the channel, Todd Evans and I did a Matthew Sweet series. In fact, I had Scott Byron on here for an interview. You should really check that out. I don't care much if you check out the series of Matthew Sweet.
Pre-stroke or post-stroke?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Well, yeah, we did a pre-stroke, but I had Scott Byron on here. So go down and check out one of the interviews that Todd Evans and I did. We talked to Scott Byron. Scott Byron was the A&R rep from Zoo Entertainment. He's the one that brought Matthew Sweet to Zoo back in the day. And his stories, it's a great interview. I don't know if it was a great interview, but he was great to talk to. If you like Matthew Sweet or anything that was like on Zoo Entertainment, Scott Byron and his discussion was fantastic. He turned me on to a lot of different bands that he had signed. A lot of bands that they put out stuff that just sank without a trace. Go down, check out Scott Byron interview down below somewhere in the Warehouse. It's great. It's fantastic. Anyway, my record, I'm going to go with Matthew Sweet. I'm going to go with Matthew Sweet Altered Beasts. Now, this album is a little bit more divisive because I think a lot of people were expecting another Girlfriend, but if you are a Matthew Sweet fan, you get this record. I'm not exactly sure if I'm crazy about the production. I think Girlfriend, from an audiophile perspective, is a fantastic sounding album. Girlfriend, we'll talk about that later. Let's just stick to Altered Beast. I'm going to go on a damn tangent.
One was 100%. What's the other album? 100%.
Yeah, that came after this.
That's a great album.
Well, that's like Girlfriend Part 2, but this is a dark record. You've got harder rocking songs on here, Devil with the Green Eyes, Dinosaur Act. You've still got the Matthew Sweet melody, the sensitivity, but it's more experimental in production. It's a pretty muddy. I've got the SACD. It still sounds muddy. But there's enough weirdness that makes it just creative enough, but it's got plenty of riffs. You've got Mick Fleetwood on here. You've got Nicky Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen, playing keyboards on it. And then basically you've got the same lineup from Girlfriend playing. So you got Robert Quine playing guitar and you got Richard Lloyd. It's complex. I think one of the critiques that maybe people had of it is that it was felt maybe not quite as focused as Girlfriend, is a little bit busy. There's a lot of production. Was it overproduced? Maybe. But I think I put this as a no skip version because I think the songs on here are just as good as what's on Girlfriend, different production. But I think it's part of that. I think there's a trilogy. I think Matthew Sweet in the 90s, I think there's a sweet spot for 3 albums. I think you've got the sweet spot, Girlfriend, Altered Beast, and 100% Fun. I even like the A&M stuff. I like the Columbia album, but I think this is very consistent. It's not as polished. Maybe you want a Matthew Sweet that is more raw. But I think it's fantastic. So anyway, that's my pick.
My buddy at Omnivore, they put out his last album, Cat's Paw.
Yeah, I've got that. Yep.
That's a raw Matthew Sweet.
Yeah, there's no bad Matthew Sweet. But I think Girlfriend was the peak. Now, Todd Evans, who was on my show, would differ. He thinks In Reverse, which I think was the last Zoo album. I know Scott Byron, by the time... See, there was a shakeup at Zoo, and he was let go. In fact, a lot of people were let go from Zoo, and a lot of bands were let go. And I think In Reverse was the last Zoo album before Zoo really just folded. And I like that record. It's very 60s sound. It's okay. I think it needs remastering because I never cared for the mastering on the CD. Now I think all right, let me mention Girlfriend real quick. The mastering of Girlfriend on the original Zoo CD is fantastic.
Not
fantastic.
I think this was my second choice album tonight, but just so you know, are you familiar with the Insurrect? Is it Insurrection? That reissue label?
Yeah, that's the one that did the Super Audio CDs, right?
No, they do vinyl. They did a super.
Oh, you're talking.
It's not Insurrection, right?
I don't think so.
Sweet. I'm old and feeble-minded.
Well, I was going to say something about that.
I have the vinyl, the reissue that this guy did. They're out of Seattle. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Looking it up.
Yes, I want to say Iconoclastic, but that's not it. It's Intervention.
Intervention. Sorry.
Okay, I've got the super audio CDs of this.
So they put out a vinyl remastered double L, because if you go to today, I was listening in the car. If you go to Apple, it's a 2-hour album with just so extra cuts and demos and stuff. So they've redone this. I thought this sounds excellent, but they redid it.
It's better than the reissue. You remember the reissue they put out on Legacy, where they remastered this record and they did Good Friend, which was a promo CD, which is also fabulous. It is brick walled. They ruined the damn thing. If you're going to get anything, I would stick to the Intervention remaster or the Super Audio CD, or I would stick to the original Zoo CD. There is nothing wrong with the original Zoo CD. It's fantastic. It sounds like Matthew Sweet is right in the living room playing. Just saying.
He probably is.
It could be.
But the influences obviously of the Beatles, like on the first song, Divine Intervention. Sounds like it was recorded during the Let It Be session things. It really does. Then in his guitar playing, again, would you call it distorted guitar playing?
I would say it's very distorted. Not so much Matthew Sweet. I think Matthew Sweet on this record played bass. Because really Matthew is a bass player, but he plays like live, he's like playing guitar. But he played bass on this. So it was either Robert Quine or Richard Lloyd going back and forth trading off on guitar parts.
Hey, by the way, and I know I don't find you to be this person. This was mastered by Robert Ludwig mastered this.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But getting back to it, it seems like down here in a fresh listen, it's either I was influenced by the Beatles or I was influenced by Neil Young. Do you get that?
Neil Young was the big one because I read some interview with Matthew Sweet, and evidently I find it hard to believe, but he was not all that familiar with Neil Young, and someone played Zuma. I believe he was influenced by Zuma on this record.
Well, I don't know. If you listen to Winota, the song Winota on here,
fantastic.
It sounds more. I don't have Zuma, but I have a lot of Neil Young records.
You don't have Zuma?
No.
Damn it! It's got what's that track off Zuma that's fantastic?
I don't know because I don't have it.
But we probably should. Okay.
But it sounds big star influence, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the more ballady songs on here are very Neil Youngy to me.
I think it's very Neil Young. The other thing I like about this is that they did not use any reverb on this record. If you hear anything on it, it's the sound of the room. There's no reverb on Girlfriend. And which was kind of crazy because we're talking 91. Well, actually, I think this record really was recorded in like 89 or 90. But if you think about it, it's kind of odd. This record sat on the shelf because we had that shakeup at A&M Records where they fired everybody. So Matthew's second album, Inside, came out on A&M. This record was recorded for A&M, and then they had a big management shakeup where they fired everybody. According to Scott Byron, the people that were in Matthew Sweet's corner at A&M were gone. So if you know anything about how the record industry works, and by the industry, I mean the business, if you're recording an album or you have something going to be released for a record label and your team is fired or leave, your record's doomed.
Yeah.
So it sat on the shelf. Girlfriend sat on the shelf for a year and a half before Scott Byron brought it to Zoo. Yeah, it sat on the record album.
Such a solid album.
I know, but he had no champions at A&M anymore.
Yeah, I know.
He's doomed. So anyway, go down and find that Scott Byron interview if you're interested. It's fantastic. If you're interested in how the record industry works, Scott just kind of goes through it. It's unbelievable. So check that out. Matthew did have a stroke. I don't know. I haven't. I can't imagine him ever. At least maybe 2 years ago, year and a half. I haven't heard.
Well,
anything.
From what I understand, I don't think he can play, but that's what I heard. Right?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever. If anybody knows,
he lives like in Omaha or somewhere in Nebraska.
He does. Byron, who I do shows with, knows where he lives. He lives like a couple of miles away from him. Cortez the Killer pisses me off because it ends way too early. Should be like a 15-minute jam. Zuma is a no skips record. Yeah, I agree.
All right, I'll have to listen to it.
Zoo was Fleetwood's. No. Zoo was. No, it was Zoo was a label that was an offshoot of BMG. Fleetwood Mac had a band called Zoo. Government Mule does a fantastic Cortez the Killer live. Now we're like on a, okay. Bob said he had a stroke October 24. Man, time is zipping by.
I mean, let me see if
Ashley
anything-
said the only hit he had was in Australia. Yeah, well, the big record was this record, I think.
And then he wrote soundtrack stuff. Like he had a band with Susanna Hoffs, right?
Yeah, they did those records where they would do cover versions under the covers.
All right, there's videos from a year ago, more than a year, of him rehabilitating.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if we'll see Matthew Sweet back in the fold again. I don't know. Absolutely brilliant musician.
The stroke was severe, left him unable to walk due to extreme dizziness. Yeah, that was last update. Yeah, not good.
Yeah, have you, David, you're familiar with OK when he was in Athens and stuff? I think he did it with Stipe's sister. Was Michael Stipe's sister in OK? I think she was. I don't know. I could be wrong. Taste, Nights of Love, all killer, no filler. Ah, you're funny, Ashley.
I don't know.
Quine played. It's a Australian band called Taste. We did an interview with him, and Quine played. Oh, go ahead.
She's in Australia.
Ashley's a male, and he's in Australia.
Oh, sorry. I only know
it's all right.
Ashleys.
I know. In Australia, there's tons of them.
Male Ashleys?
Male Ashleys. That's what they go with. Michael says Quine played on a lot of Lloyd Cole. Okay, here we go. Quine did play in a lot of Lloyd Cole albums, and those albums Matthew Sweet played bass on. So there, a lot of the same band that was on Girlfriend played on Lloyd Cole records. All these bands kind of intertwined. So go check out like Lloyd Cole's album that came out in like 90 and maybe 89. It's all the same people that played on the Matthew Sweet album.
Correct. Isn't Lloyd Cole British?
Yeah.
So who are the Commotions? Did they not play on the album?
They did not. That was the band that he had that they broke up by that point.
Okay.
Exactly. How did they get so close? I don't know the background, how everybody came together, but I think Matthew Sweet was friendly with Lloyd Cole. Did Lloyd Cole play on Earth? I can't remember. I'd have to go look. I don't know for sure. Somehow they were all intertwined because Robert Quine and Richard Lloyd played on Earth, the A&M album before this. I don't know. I don't know the story behind that. I don't know how they all came together. He's on Lou Reed's early. Yes, he is. Richard Hell. Right. Who's the other guitar player that played with Richard Hell? Yvonne Julian. I can't stand him. I have nothing against the guy as a person, but one of the Matthew Sweet tours I saw, was it Girlfriend? Was Ivan Julian playing guitar? I thought he was just absolutely hideous. I could not handle it. Every time I've seen Robert Quine never toured with Matthew Sweet, but Richard Lloyd did. But Yvonne Julian, no. Ugh, God, couldn't stand him as a guitar player. Look as far as Mitch Easter's production work as what? What are you talking about?
Hey, hold
With
on.
who?
I'm looking for it. It's as far as over there.
What do you... Oh, wait a minute. David, what are you talking about Mitch Easter? I love Mitch Easter. Let's Active and all that stuff. Quine bootlegged the Velvet Underground shows, and I thank him for that. Yeah, because he was like a kid, wasn't he? When he did that? Wasn't he like a teenager or something? And he would record those Velvet Underground shows? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Do we
Ashley,
want to
100%. Yeah,
Do we
go
want
ahead.
to?
Move on to your next pick. So anyway,
Okay.
Matthew's Sweet Girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, all killer, no filler. All
Yeah.
right, there
It
you
really
go.
is a solid record. It's so a joy to listen to.
100%.
Right. This came out when I was in college. I didn't know one person who didn't like this album, and listening to it. Do you have a graphic for it?
I
There you
do
go.
100%. But you cut out briefly, and I was going.
Oh.
He quit moving.
Oh, this came out when I was in college. Everyone bought this album and listened to it, or everyone got it for free from Columbia House. In fact, the vinyl reissue that came out, I don't know how many years ago, sounds excellent. But I think obviously you can call me Al with the video did a lot, and I think I knew who Simon and Garfunkel was, but I think Gen Xers really didn't pay him much mind. And when this came out, it was kind of different, right? He connected with that kind of African Lady Smith Black Mambanzo. What style is that music called? Afrobeat?
Ugh.
It's not Afrobeat.
I think it would be Afrobeat, wouldn't it?
Well, they're more kind of vocal, right? And they were, man, I don't know, maybe. So,
I don't know what
South African
anybody in the
style of
chat.
music?
Anybody in the chat,
West
what would
African,
be
okay.
considered West African world music,
Yeah,
not
but it was-
Afrobeat? What is Afrobeat? Someone in the
I
chat,
think
what is
Afrobeat
that?
is like is South African jazz or soul.
I don't know. Oh, look, here we go.
Yeah,
The wax is everywhere.
Yeah, we don't need you bringing down the stream, Mazzy. We're on a roll.
Yeah, we're trying to talk serious music here,
But this whole album, you need to listen to it from the beginning, because I don't know if this is a concept album. I assume it is, and it's very autobiography. Like,
maybe.
I don't know how many. I don't know what divorce this album came from.
This was probably made after he broke up with Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, right? Yeah,
Probably.
but I mean, obviously, he's travel. The boy. It's just the hypnoticness of these songs and the sound of them draw you in, and you go on the journey with him. I mean, the good intro is The Boy in the Bubble and the horns and stuff. Wait, I might be the one kid in the back that didn't. You didn't like the other album, so you're definitely the boy in the back.
I
Hold
like
on.
the album, but when I was in college when this came out, and what was this, 86, 85, 86?
86.
I was in college, and I was like,
was I. Wait. Just help me relate to Splash and Adian. I don't know how to say your name.
okay.
Does he usually not like anything?
No, I don't. No, not necessarily.
Can you name an album you like so I can gauge your gauge your level?
Splash. Tell what album. Give us a no skips album.
Give us a no skip album, because it's easy to be negative.
Afrobeat is Fells. I can't even pronounce that.
Is it Fela Kuti?
Fela Kuti. All right. Here's Webb, and Webb's in our age group, and he said Graceland did nothing for him. When I was in college, I was aware of it. It was a big record. My roommate played it. At the time, really just kind of went, meh. I remember the video being on MTV. But yeah, I wasn't really into it. I appreciated it more later in life than at the time.
I say give it a chance and re-listen to it again. It's such a great experience.
Well, you don't have to spend that much money, because if you want it on CD. You can find it pretty damn
For
cheap.
like $1.
It's a $1 CD, or it was.
Yeah, it's not hard to find this on CD.
I bought. I think that the original CD sounds fine, but I found a remastered CD for some reason, and I bought it, and I don't think it needed Well, I'm not even going to get the whole remastered bullshit, but I don't think it needed remastered. But I guess it sounds okay. I don't know.
Well, for vinyl, they did it, but I mean, it's a great sounding record, and well, I don't know about any Soul Asylum record that is no skip.
Was Graceland digitally recorded or was it analog? Why do I think it was digital?
I think it's
digital
analog.
record?
I think it's analog because the reissue was analog.
Okay.
That people talk about that you should get. I know, I guess no one's coming on to my side of things with this album, but
I like the record. I don't. It's nothing that I return to.
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, but I think it flows well. I think the songwriting's good. The instrumentation's great. The bass playing on it is killer.
you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. I never felt so attacked in my life.
Bullshit. You've been attacked before.
No,
right,
horribly. I've been horribly attacked. This doesn't come close.
Al says sticky fingers. I agree. Here, Mazzy, who knows quite a bit. The world music style is the best part of it. Well, think about it. But didn't Paul Simon kind of bring this into the forefront? What was special about it? I don't think anybody else had done something like this to bring it into the mainstream.
I know I wasn't that impressed with his follow-up album where he, I think, went to South America to do the same sort of thing, taking their music. Right? Am I wrong about that? That album,
I've never heard that record.
The second one, it has like Indians on it cover. That I wasn't that impressed with.
So Mazzy, was it about this? What really made this a tremendous record?
Mazzy? You don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying.
No. I know that record. We're just here talking music, so it's not a big deal. We all like what we like. AC/DC Back in Black is killing no filler, but played to death.
No, I like that album. That's a great album. I have that album.
Yeah. Graceland is great. Here we have another one. Graceland's coming in as great.
Thank you.
Here we go. Wasn't Peter Gabriel doing world music earlier on?
Well, he had, I think on all his solo albums, he had some sort of, Biko, right?
Mm-hmm. What year was Biko?
And he had...
everybody's coming in with Peter Gabriel now.
I saw Peter Gabriel in concert. Awesome.
Picks great when he visits greatest.
Because I'm old and I've listened to all types of music and I have all types of music in my collection.
Yeah, he introduced us with Simon Garfunkel. He introduced us to, I don't even know what that is. Bomba. Rhythm of the Saints is great too.
No, that's the next album. I didn't like Rhythm of the Saints.
Okay. Here we go. Schnee's saying Paul Simon opened the door for more South African bands like Ladysmith Black.
Well, Mambanzo, they're on the album.
Right. So we would never, if it wasn't for Paul Simon, we would never have heard this stuff.
Well, he toured with them. He took them on tour for that album. No, I don't think so.
I would say no, not anymore. I think back when it came out, but now I don't think it gets quite the notoriety that it had.
You could call me Al, maybe. The video.
Maybe, but where are you even hearing it? I haven't heard it in years. It's a classic. It's one of the first solo albums you think of when you think Paul Simon. Maybe I think of Still Crazy first.
Well,
Possibly.
actually, no, because there's a song on there with him and Garfunkel, right?
Yeah. Here we go. Organized Sound says one of the best albums of the 80s. I will have to say, when people look back on the 80s, this will be one of those records.
I mean, I'm
because
sure if
one,
you pulled up a list of the top albums of the 80s, that probably would be on there.
but this is what's great about it. Yes, it was it hadn't been done before. Also, the production on it's great. It's not, it ages well. It could have came out today. There's nothing on it like some of the 80s stuff, which totally.
There's no synthesizers on this record.
Right. It's all real instruments. So it saves it. I get that. Michael said, did you hear the new Peter Gabriel song yesterday or today? I did not.
Yeah, but he has a new album coming out. I know that.
Mike Lawson says, great record. All right.
All right. I'm a man of the people.
Okay, here we go. Paul Simon broke the boycott of South Africa to record that. Not so admirable in my book. Thoughts on that, Waxed? I did not know that.
Hold on. Was it recorded in South Africa?
I don't know.
I don't know if this was recorded in South Africa.
Oh my God, Mazzy actually agrees with Schnee. We need to maybe stop the show.
They've spent weekends together.
Don't they ski? And
all right, hold on. I'm not much. You know me, Grant. I don't really attack people, but this Breakfast King is flat out wrong. Says
where was it recorded?
The Hit Factory in New York City.
All right, so there you go. It was recorded in New York City.
Can you do me a favor and time out Paul for 24 hours?
Nah. Because an epic song was on the Melt album. Yeah, Melt is good.
Hey, what part, Paul, can you help me out? What part of South Africa is New York City in?
I would like to know the answer to that.
Send me a map.
Those bands were global stars without Paul Simon's help. They just weren't big. Well, exactly. But without Paul Simon, we would not have known about it.
Hey, remember that marketing campaign? The salsa's made New York City.
The Chevy Chase doc ends with the video, "You Can Call Me Al," over the credits. That's cool.
What a miserable person that dude is.
West Coast Dave, I agree. Permanent Waves is a no skip record. I love, the Archivist here. I love Graceland. So good. Top 10, maybe top 5.
Well, Organized Sound knows where his bread is buttered on.
Mazzy pretty much summed it up. Simon brought the world to that music. It's true. He did. And it still stands up.
I mean, look, as a Gen Xer, I recall South African bands. It was Bella Fleck, you know, the Bella Fleck.
And the Fleck, yeah.
And the Flecktones. That was my first introduction to a musician from there. That guy.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously he was a white dude. He wasn't, but he had the musicality of South Africa, I think, right?
Okay, here we go. Splash has something, an album I enjoy a lot that probably isn't kept in high regard, but I do think it's kept in high regard, is Paul McCartney, Tug of War. I would agree. I would say that's a no skip record.
Is that song Take Me Away on that album? Take me away, wanna hear you play.
I think. No. That nullifies it.
Mazzy.
Harrison introducing us to the Indian classical music. Are you talking about Norwegian Wood?
All right. So Gabby says it is on that album. So I do have a memory of that.
Right.
And I think Paul's wrong again. He is not from New York City. You might live there.
Okay. Okay. What's this? I don't know,
It's
Bill.
Bill K. He's confused all the time.
Oh, I know, Bill. Yes, it is. I think that's probably one of that's a great record. But we're talking later Paul McCartney. I think I'm a fan of what was the one that came out in '97 before Linda died. Oh shit.
I'm being texted. And Loki. Loki works for the World's Court.
King Crimson Discipline and King Crimson Three of a Perfect Pair and King Crimson Beat, no skips. No, Take Me Away's on Broad Street. Is it? Where's Mazzy at? He knows every damn Paul McCartney thing. Okay.
All right.
Rob, okay, go ahead.
Here's how we'll settle all this. Can we all join hands and sing that song? We ain't gonna play Sun City. Yeah.
Loki's coming in with the facts. I don't know.
Hey, we've been going too fast. You have your last record, right?
No, we went through them all because I doubled up on Girlfriend.
All right, now I'm going to go back to singing. I ain't going to play Sun City.
Oh, Flaming Pie. You're going to quote me the last great Paul McCartney album was Flaming Pie. I think that record's fantastic. Yeah, I'm not as much into Driving Rain as I am. Go ahead.
I'm all for fights. Gabby says, Take It Away was number 2 track on Tug of War. It's not on that.
Ken, you're wrong then. Damn it, Ken.
Listen, Ken.
If you're going to weigh in, you got to be correct.
Listen, Ken. On Broad Street was na-na-na-na. No more lonely nights.
Okay, Wanderlust is on both Tug and Broad Street. Here we go.
All right, here's what an article that was sent to me by a crazed individual who's in the chat.
Go ahead. Graceland is 35. How Paul Simon recorded a masterpiece in apartheid South Africa.
In New York City.
Oh. Organized South says Graceland is better than any McCartney solo album. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I don't... It's different.
It's different.
He has at least 3 good solo albums, right? Everyone can agree on.
Ken, Mazzy is in the chat and I haven't heard any mention of the Humming Guru.
I mean, I'm just as big of a Humming Guru guy as Mazzy is.
I just use my manual nitty gritty.
Well, I'm about to review the Humming Guru. They have their manual version. I got to record a video for it.
I'm fine with the nitty gritty. It's fine.
Well, I clean,
but those are expensive.
I clean 5 to 10 records a day. 5 to 10 records a day. My non-worked hands can't crank a device.
Are you getting calluses because of all the records you've been cleaning?
No, because I have an ultrasonic machine. It does it for me.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
There's a device they made to go with the machine that automatically spews the water in. You know what?
I'm all manual. I don't care.
Hold on. I'm about to bash Mazzy, which everyone will agree.
Okay.
Because I don't have a water pisser like Rob. Well, everyone knows when you're 6'4" and have big hands and feet, you have a large water pisser.
That's what they say.
Your short one.
Wait a minute. Ken, you've got a Humming Guru. I don't know if he really has one. Ken, I thought you abandoned physical media. I know you have some reel-to-reels, but I thought you abandoned all that.
Grant just experienced sort of the ending to the Usual Suspects. He thought Cape Cod Ken was a manual cleaner, and now he fell to the ground on his knees and screamed to the sky, "Why, Ken? Why?"
I went on the Nitty Gritty site and I looked at the manual one. You know how much those cost? They're like $550, $600
For which
for
one?
for the manual Nitty Gritty.
What is the nitty gritty?
That's the original record cleaning machine that
I
would
thought it's
that.
the scrub, the spin clean.
Nah, it's not the spin clean. The Nitty Gritty was where it all
Does it
started.
have a vacuum clean? Vacuum?
That's the first vacuum cleaner.
Someone, can you go back to West Coast Dave?
Yeah.
West Coast Dave, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know how many records you have, but I also sell records. So I pick up stuff all the time and I'm cleaning like 5 to 10 records a day. The base Humming Guru, I don't know with tariffs and everything, it's about $400 to $500. I think it's well worth it because
wow.
I had something like Grant's describing. I manually made a vacuum cleaning situation. I graduated to, if you want to be cheap about it, there are those is it Veldor? There's an ultrasonic that has an attachment that can spin a record. Those are cheap. Yep. But that's what I had for a long while. Then I got a Humming Guru and the rest is history. I'm not going backwards.
Wait a minute. Loki says the only thing I have in common with Mazzy is we both think Give My Regards to Broad Street is McCartney's best solo album. What the hell? Come on. All right, here we go. If you're a serious record collector and have more than 1,000 albums, the Humming Guru is very reasonable investment.
And by the way,
I've got more than 1,000 albums, but I've already cleaned most of them, so I don't need the Humming Guru.
When I met Mazzy, he was very adamant about non-cleaning your records. The Needle cleaned it.
No, that's he didn't. Did he say that?
I guarantee he said that.
Yeah, the CDs don't need cleaned at all. That's the beauty of that.
But people did sell shit to clean your CDs, right?
Back in the early days, they're anything to make money. All right, the Humming Guru Nova's $700.
Yeah, but that's the high end one.
Yeah. Okay. Loki, he regards as terrible. He's putting words in Mazzy's mouth. David Gilmour's on the Broad Street. Yeah, he did a hell of a guitar solo on that record.
I mean, it was a hit album for him. I don't know.
Mine is either organized sound. Wait a minute. Mine either organized sound, but check your scratches on your CDs secondhand. Oh, DJ Trish. Well, yeah, but I could go into the whole CD thing, and I don't know. I'm not going to go into it. I have a degritter that I got when a local record store discontinued care. What's a degritter? What's that?
So the degritter is probably considered the best ultrasonic cleaner you can buy. It's like a $3,000 machine. Nice.
Look at you, Splash. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I spent $750 on a Marantz CD player. I'll buy something pricey if I think it's worth it.
Well, I get lucky. At a thrift store, I found one of those Oppo machines, which plays everything. So,
but those, it's hard to find those anymore.
Yeah. But what's the considered? I need a good cassette player.
Get a 3-head cassette player.
Well, the Nakamichi one is considered the best you can find.
Yeah, but the Nakamichi, I've got an Akai that I got. That's a Japanese one that I bought used. It's fantastic. But the thing with the Nakamichi stuff is that they're very temperamental and expensive to fix.
Well, can you highlight Loki's comment? Because I believe Loki tells a story to anyone who will listen, how him and a Nakamichi cassette player had a falling out. It's crazy, this story.
Isn't the Nakamichi Dragon considered the king of the hill, but it's also very temperamental? Massey knows everything about cleaning machines. For a guy
No.
that thought the needle would clean the record, he's all
He
into it.
nothing. Mazzy, go to his channel. There's a video in there about needle cleaning your records.
Believe it or not, kids, I've never saw Give My Regards to Broad Street ever. Rob is very temperamental.
I have a feeling. Isn't Tracy Ullman in that film? I actually feel I've never. Here's the deal, Grant. We're Gen Xers.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is a true story? If you grew up and you had HBO,
Yes,
don't
sir.
you always feel like you missed about 20 to 30% of every movie because it came on and you just sat down and started watching it?
Mhm.
I feel that way about Give My Regards to Broad Street. I missed about 30% of that film for that reason.
What is this? What is this? Rob, he had a falling out with Rachel, not a cassette deck. What the hell does that mean?
No, it's him trying to create drama. I have no. Listen, I get along with everyone. I have no falling out. I have no feuds currently going on. But you know what? There's a burgeoning one with Breakfast King of Loyola.
It's coming.
I have it on my calendar.
Okay. Rye Gandry says your stylist will clean your records.
And Mazzy used to subscribe to that theory.
Yeah, that.
Okay, Mazzy. Before you were enticed by the humming guru and you found a new religion, what was your attitude towards cleaning your records? It was the needle clean the record.
D Rocker says we used to be able to get a nice CD player for a very reasonable price. What the hell happened?
Well, we used to get a lot of things for a reasonable price.
Yeah, I've noticed. I went to CVS and I picked up just a couple of things. I had to get mailers because I'm mailing out these CDs because I had a giveaway on my channel my God, mailers. I spent $20. I bought something else. I ended up leaving there with $40 with hardly anything. And I'm going, how did I do that?
Well, hold on.
Everything's expensive.
Let me help you out, Grant.
Go ahead.
If I've learned anything from social media, when you walk into a CVS, you pick up what you need and just walk straight out. Don't pay for it. Secondly,
well, here in Ohio, we don't steal.
Hey,
here we go. The Nakamichi ruined her. Wait a minute. Yes, Rob, the Nakamichi.
He's being silly, or
I don't get it.
Replacing someone's name with Nakamichi.
He's just trying to be cute or something.
Yeah,
I'm not following.
Hey, let me. You might agree with it.
Anyway,
before I found the Oppo, Before I found the Oppo, my main CD player, and I still have it, is a Sony 3D DVD player. Okay. And that thing kicked ass. It played so nice. So here's my advice to you: if you need a CD player, go to the thrift store and go pick up. Seriously, if there's a Sony CD, DVD, Blu-ray player at the thrift store for $20, go get that. Sony, 100%, go get that. Because you know what Sony does? They upgrade the firmware. And usually those machines have a connecting to the internet thing. So that's people would always say, other than the Oppo, actually, you know what the best CD player you can buy right now, Grant, is?
No, I don't.
It's a PlayStation or the
original PlayStation, the gray PlayStation.
No, any PlayStation, the newest PlayStation or the newest Microsoft, whatever, because they're always upgrading the firmware. They're constantly. That's what Oppo used to do.
I'm just using a straight. Well, I had a Sony CD player. I've also got a Sony. Whenever I would go to Goodwill just for giggles and they have a CD player that's in good shape that works for $5, I just buy it and bring it home.
The 3D, I don't know if they really make the 3D anymore, but that thing, if you looked at what it played almost everything except I don't think it played an SA CD. Doesn't play those.
So Mazzy's lazy. I never clean them because I'm lazy and it's a waste of time. However, the ultrasonic is pushing one button, so simple. I understand that. Are we ever moving from? We're done with Graceland. We're done.
Yeah,
We're
well,
just shooting the shit.
you ruined the stream, by the way, Loki.
Right now, what I'm using, I have a Sony CD player that was hooked up, but I'm using a Technics 5 disc because it sounded better than the Sony. And it's probably a 1997 or something. I've got
I'm
one
sure
of
you-
those.
Okay, here's what you do. Bob Quisp.
Quisp.
Go to Facebook Marketplace and look there. You'll find something cheap. I promise.
Yeah, so just pick it up. I have.
Yeah,
Man,
Facebook
I was at
Marketplace is awesome.
Goodwill. I bought a Sansui receiver for $15. It was beautiful, like a 1979 receiver. And I went, "What the hell is a Sansui doing in here?" So I bought it.
Hey, DJ Trish, refresh your browser. We talked about that like 25 minutes ago.
Well, where are we at on time? We're an hour and 11 minutes. And do we have anything else to talk? We've shot the shit.
We talked
quite a
about what
long
we
time.
needed to talk about.
Yeah.
It was another successful collab. I think we have more audience participation this one.
Yeah, we did good. We had like 70 people watching.
Hey,
60, 70. That's good. I'm happy with that.
Hey, 70 people, go tell your friends. Hey, Ashley, go tell all the male Ashleys in Australia how good this stream is and to come watch.
Ashley's a big supporter. Ashley is doing his.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. How effective are these record cleaners? I have a lot of records that have misting on front of the PM. I don't have that. I've got misting. I've got an old Hermits album that's got this kind of mist thing on it, but I can't. It kind of makes some sound, but I've washed it. It seems to be all right.
All right. Here's the.
Okay,
Dude,
here we go.
Paul, I don't think I have new classical. No, actually, no. I have a Meredith Monk record. I have Penguin Cafe Orchestra records in it, but it's mostly. I'm doing an auction Saturday grand of classical records.
Okay.
So it's mostly living stereos and Mercury, living presence, and I have. If you're a classical fan, these are records you don't find normally. So.
Wait a minute. D-Rocker got a pair of Pioneer HPM 100s, brand new in 79 for $400. I wouldn't even want to know how much a new pair of speakers would. Yeah, but those are Japanese speakers, and those are.
If you're going to upgrade to speakers, you're talking about 500 over 1,000 for just bass, I think.
I'm running a pair of smaller Advents is what I'm running.
So Ashley, there's two new words I learned. It could be called leaching. I used to call that inner sleeve burn. If you're hearing audible noise from it now, I don't know if any kind of cleaning will get it out, but if you clean them, go online and look at non-expensive ways. If you're seeing a result, then as you upgrade, I believe in ultrasonic cleaning. I see the light.
I'm not going to spend the money, and I'm happy with my nitty-gritty because it's paid for, and I don't. Who cares? It's fine. It works. I can take everything. For one, you got to have vinyl that is in mint condition. When I'm buying vinyl, all this shit that I bought back in the day, I'm not so concerned about the covers, but all the vinyl was absolutely immaculate. You've got to have vinyl that's immaculate. Unless you're going to run it through a computer and have it declick and fix it, well, then you might be all right. But you've got to, first of all, if the vinyl is absolutely stunning, you're not going to have much of a problem.
I promise you, Paul, the stuff I've got is hard to find.
I found those advents, smaller advents, and I love them.
You know,
I've
my
rebuilt
brother,
them, put
the baby Advents were the first speakers I think I got. But I have a Hagel's bookshelf Hagel ones. They're awesome. They're not cheap.
I just like those smaller advents. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
It takes some more power to run them because they're not very efficient. But at my age, I'm not buying anything else. What the hell's up with Loki today? Is this the real Loki or is this
it is
not the real?
unfortunately.
Okay.
Loki, I'm going to do a preview video on Thursday. Go watch it. Tell me I'm wrong, Paul. Okay. Are we doing it? Do we have any other cleanup to do?
No, we're done. Nope, I'm good. We're good. You got anything else you want to promote before we wrap this dog up?
Come enjoy my stream on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. Pacific. I do a 2-hour live stream. Mazzy's there. Other people are there. It's fun. We talk about a lot of shit. Kind of like what tonight was like. Feel the burn.
Splash, always nice to have you.
Yeah. Hey,
all right,
Splash,
kids, we're going to wrap.
I can't wait till the next No Skips where you diss both records that I show. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Here you go. We're getting some props. Rob buys and sells some great albums I've bought from him. He's a good seller.
Well, I've been doing it for 5 years or 4 or 5 years, something a long time.
Yeah, look at this.
What?
Organized Sound said we should do this more often.
Well, Grant's trying to get me to be part of something else he does, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I've got something for you. We will talk. Cape Cod Ken, thank you. All right, everybody, we'll see ya. There's more coming. God knows what's going to be coming up. Well, I do know tomorrow night, little known bands that you need to know, DC will be here. We will be doing live at 7 p.m. And Sydney from Slogan's Rock Metal Extravaganza is going to be the guest. So keep it clean, everybody, and we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.